Are we recording? Is it going? Is it happening right now? So, Zidane's slide was on the screen like 2 seconds ago. You missed it because I hadn't started recording just yet. But interestingly, how Zidane's slide says that you don't need a reason to help people, or to wanting to help people, and I thought that was interesting considering the elements that I brought up on the last recording session. We were talking about, why exactly is Zidane doing what he does, and I think that I like that a bunch of you actually agreed with my point that, like, I feel that Zidane started doing what he did for Garnet, but then it kind of became a matter of, like, this is kind of the right thing to do as well, though, to just help people and make sure that they're not suffering. Anyhow, hello there, friend, welcome back to Max Plays Final Fantasy IX! On the previous recording session, we made it to another world. That's, of course, also the title of a game I'm never gonna play on this channel because I don't think I'm anywhere near as good enough to play that game. I think I played it when I was like 11 years old on a SNES ROM hack, and I was like, this is impossible. Not because the ROM hack was broken, but it's because I was like, how does this game even work? I don't even understand it. Another World is a really old, I guess it's an adventure game for all intents and purposes, or really it's just a death simulator. How many different ways can you die before you solve the way to solve this puzzle? Anyhow, on the last recording session, we made it to another world full of Zidanes. Eiko! We became Eiko for a little while, and of course Stiltskin is of course on his way to take over the entire world. That's clearly his plan, don't try to lie to me. And I was reading ahead a little bit to make sure that I was, of course, clear on where we were going, and my god, we're close. We're close to something really interesting happening, and we'll get there, probably within this recording session. Is there anything else I need? Did I miss anything? I don't think so. I think we're basically ready to go. Do we even have money? We don't, of course we didn't. Max from last week spent all of the money. Oh, so that's Vivi right there. Let's talk to Vivi.
Hey, Eiko, Zidane just went. You saw Zidane?
Oh, wow, that's so high pitch.
Yeah. Hello? Why didn't you stop him? How come, he was acting kinda strange. If you're looking for him, I'll go with you.
Yay, Vivi's joined the party. Woo! He actually joined the party, that's funny. Do we have to collect people? I kind of feel like we have to collect people. Who is down? Okay, let's go down to the bottom level. Oh, the truth. Let's find out the truth. Also, I forgot to grab a tissue before I began because my nose has been a little runny. Hopefully, it won't be a problem. Oh, sorry. Oh man, I'm so rusty.
Alright, Zidane here. Hey,
where are, okay, that is a contraction that no one ever uses. We are,
hey, where are you taking me?
I told you, you're going to go see Garland.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course, but, this way's kind of like a dead end. It doesn't go anywhere.
There is a way. See? You may find him through the portal.
Through the dark portal? Only the greatest heroes of Azeroth may step through the dark portal.
By which I mean you gotta be level like 55. Ah, wow jokes! If you are all familiar with World of Warcraft, give yourself like 10 max points. And if you had a terrible addiction and had to stop playing, give yourself 100 max points. Gotta show your WoW pin. Not to make light of actual alcoholism, but my god, wow. Anyhow, he awaits where the souls sleep, the floating castle, where souls bide their time until their restoration. Pandemonium.
Oh god, Zidane. Oh god, not Mist of Pandaria. That expansion sucked.
Meanwhile, Plaguesworth is behind me screaming, "No, he didn't!" Plaguesworth loved Mists of Pandaria. Will you not say farewell to your friends?
I don't care what I am. I was born here, wasn't I? If so, then I am an enemy of the people of Gaia.
You learn quickly. This is the beginning of your villain story, or your villain origin story, Zidane.
Make no mistake. Wait, Zidane, make no mistake. I won't join your side. If we are actually relatives, then I want to take care of this little family matter myself.
Magic portals. Okay, I'm gonna pick up Queena because who cares?
Oh, Echo, what happened to Zidane? He seemed much worried.
I don't know. He just left without saying a word.
We go look for Zidane together.
And I don't think Freya is being the innkeeper, so I don't think she's gonna go anywhere. Steiner is looking after Dagger. He's not going anywhere. Dagger is not going anywhere because she's having second doubts about cutting her hair, as she should. Wow, that is so mean. That looks like a pathway. Which means that the last person who can join our party has got to be Amaranth, right? Little red-haired Jojo Bishonen boyfriend, boy. Will you rest? No!
No! There is no rest when we must save Zidane!
Oh god. I'm thinking of like, because I'm doing what everybody does, clearly, right? When there's a child character, you picture how this character will be like when they grow up. And I'm like, do you think Eiko, because it's one of two scenarios. Either Eiko snaps out of being an annoying child and becomes like a super serious magical summoning lady, or continues being an annoying piece of crap and it proceeds the rest of her life just being this spoiled brat. And she's not a spoiled brat, of course she's not. She's like, she has a really sad origin story, and you know, her entire people are dead. She's the last of her species for all intents and purposes, and you know, her best friend kind of sacrificed herself like 10 episodes ago. I don't think she's a spoiled brat. I voiced her to be a spoiled brat, and I like the idea of a super powerful magical lady who is also a spoiled brat.
Say, Amaranth, did Zidane go this way?
Yeah, it would appear so. He had a real serious look on his face.
I was gonna make a Moffat joke, but there's no place for those in this channel.
Eiko, I knew something was wrong.
Gonna go look for him? No.
Huh?
I am trying to say that I'll go with you.
Catch my drift?
I literally just told you what I'm going to do. Get it? Wink.
I don't know how many episodes it's been since the last time I said this, but I'm gonna say it again. Whenever you wink at somebody, say the words wink. It makes it so much more charming. Just go wink. It's so much cuter. And I don't care if you disagree. You're wrong. And actually, before I do anything, I'm gonna go heal Queena real quick because Queena has no mana. No mana. Wow, what a freaking Bliss Boy. Bliss Boy is the honorary term for Plague Sword, who, it's funny, we didn't realize this until way later, but he almost exclusively plays Blizzard games, such as Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone, and World of Warcraft. And they just started calling him a Bliss Boy. And I was like, oh, use mana, because mana is what they called MP in the Blizzard games, such as Diablo.
Diablo!
That's my Deckard Cain voice, by the way, if you're ever wondering.
There existed a terrible creature named Diablo. I am an old senile man. Oh, Lena, if I had only known you were the antagonist all along.
Don't mind that slight spoiler about Diablo 3. Still in this out of the way, what else am I looking for? I'm looking for equipment. Also, that's such a satisfying, like, beep, beep. People forget one of the important, okay, in games like these, you spend a lot of time in menus, and to make them the easiest to navigate and the most satisfying to navigate can mean a lot. Case and point, oh, I'm still learning Medine. Pfft, lol. Case in point, the menus for Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater are not good. It's a great game. Those menus are kind of garbage, though. It takes so long to get anywhere. Great game, though. Not so good menus. Vivi is fine. He's wearing the Gaia gear, which is hilarious, because we're not in Gaia. Wait, are we in Gaia? I mean, because Terra is basically a synonym for Gaia. So, I don't even know. The golden hairpin, cute. I believe we're gonna be fighting something rather terrifying and scary, so I'm gearing up. Oh yeah! Bistro Fork. Oh yeah! Blakesworth, of course, being the wrestling nerd that he is actually has a mastery of wrestling voices, and he does a really good Macho Man Randy Savage. I don't care about level up anymore. Spoilers. I don't want to say we're coming to the end of the game because it's gonna be like a couple more recording sessions before we get there. And I'm probably gonna do an entire recording session of nothing but side quests. Not because I want to stretch the length of this LP. I understand it's gone on for longer than it should have. But it's a long game. I wanted to play a long game like this. It's a long session. And I want to thank everyone who's been tagging along the entire playthrough. If you've been enjoying this, thank you. I really appreciate it. It's been really fun playing this game. Finally finishing this game once and for all. Am I going to do a long game like this? Probably not for a little while once this is done. I want to do a bunch of short VNs, visual novels, that I've been meaning to do forever. There was a point I wanted to make. Oh yeah, side quests, really quickly. I'm gonna do a bunch of side quests, mostly because all of them, I didn't realize this until recently, all of them have to do with, like, character storylines. Such as, for instance, there's a quest to discover Garnet's real name, and I'm like, that's exciting. There's a quest to fix the memory of Sir Bradley, Freya's boyfriend. There's a mission to get Steiner's best weapon, the Excalibur, and we also have to fix the Machnet. We have to get Zidane's best weapon, and I'm like, crap, there's a lot of stuff. Thankfully, none of them are big. Like, getting Zidane's best weapon is literally get on a chocobo, use a dead pepper on this position, done. And I've done that since, like, what, 2003, back when I lived in Mexico?
Eiko! Now, you listen to me, Missy. Where did you take Zidane?
He went on his own to see Flower Crown, our leader.
Garland? Ooh, that's a sinister name.
No, it's not. Garland is the least sinister name ever. It's more of an elegant name, really, but yeah.
Eiko, but Zidane wouldn't just leave us hanging.
He went, yes. He went to find out the reason for his existence.
Liar! That's a terrible lie!
I am an enemy of the peoples of Gaia. Okay, yeah, so we live on Gaia. Never mind. I am an
enemy of the people of Gaia.
He said as he walked through the gate to Pandemonium. Pandemonium is one of those words that, because of the existence of the species known as the panda, it's way less terrifying. Feel free to go into the comments and leave your own modification of the word pandemonium with any other animal names, like crocodile-nonium, crocolonium, and such. I think it would be more terrifying if it was a crocodile than a panda, but anyways, pandas are not terrifying.
Eiko, we gotta tell the others!
Oh crap, are you gonna send me back? Well, that seemed like a good plan. Heaven grant the wandering souls eternal repose. My hair is nowhere near as fluffy today, and the white balance is just slightly off, and it's pissing me off. I'll fix it in between the next episode.
Well, it appears that we're just gonna keep going on from my point of view for a little while. So, this must be Garland's haunted mansion.
I like Zidane's sense of humor at this point of time.
Talk about bad taste in interior decorating.
I think you were fine with the previous line. This just feels like you're being silly.
Alright. Zidane, time to teach this tyrant a thing or two. Cracks knuckles. Ouch. Just broke a finger.
You have your best equipment, right? You have Sergeris. Orichalcum.
The most powerful teeth dagger.
Orichalcum is an alchemic thing known as blood gold. Isn't it? I believe Orichalcum, or whatever. It's one of like the 3 principles of alchemy, and I'm not talking about Full Metal Alchemist, of which I know this much of. I'm talking about like actual alchemy. There were 3 goals that alchemists were trying to obtain through alchemy. First was the creation of the Philosopher's Stone, which could grant eternal life. You may know it from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. The second one was let's go to the third one first, because I like that. The third one being Orichalcum, which was gold, like an unbreakable metal or an invincible metal that was Orichalcum, blood gold. And the final was the Homunculus, which was the ability to give inanimate objects life. Now, I believe there was a movie, not made by Tim Burton, but produced by Tim Burton, I think, called Seven, or The Seven, or The Nine, or whatever. It was the story about, like, little puppet people in a post-apocalyptic world. And I thought that movie was amazing and exciting and awesome, until I realized, and the movie went out of its way to tell me, hey, this is not original at all. These are just homunculi. And I'm like, oh, really? That makes this way less exciting. Because these little sucket people that are, like, animate and have feelings and desires and crap, and I'm like, wow, they were so much more interesting when they were anything other than what I'm actually already used to. That was an unfortunate movie.
So,
Well, okay, I want to do like Deckard Cain's voice, but like badass.
so.
By the way, if you like the movie 7 or 9 or whatever the movie was called, I apologize. It's just my point of view, you know? I thought it was really original and awesome and interesting until I realized that it was just alchemy, and I'm like, I've read this before. Anyhow, that's my fault, though, not the fault of the movie.
Deckard Cain.
Like, by the way, you should have imagined Deckard Cain, like, reverse aging, like, 20 years.
So, we meet again.
Huh. Who are you? You won't get away with this, old man.
12 years and 5 score ago, I lost one of my most prized genomes.
Zidane is 20 years old? That means he's older than... Zidane is older than Titus. Let that sink in, by the way. And I hate it because in all of the Dissidia games, which are, by the way, of course, a Final Fantasy series of games that are fighting games where you have the main characters from all of the Final Fantasy games, Zidane is displayed as being like a 14-year-old kid, when he's older than Titus, the protagonist of Final Fantasy X. Anyhow.
Old man, 12 years 5 score ago, I lost one of my most prized genomes. I created him and sent him to Gaia to disrupt the cycle of souls there. You, Zidane, you are that genome. I am glad you have returned.
Shut up! Nobody tells me what to do. And I didn't come here to answer to you. Let me guess. You must be Garland.
And what if I am? Join me, Luke. Join me on the dark side. Oh god. Did Baku never told you what happened to your father?
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
That's not true, Zidane. I am your father.
That's not the correct quote, is it? No, Luke, I am your father. I forget how the quote goes. I apologize to all the Star Wars nerds out there. But isn't this on point, though? Like, there's a platform hovering over a relatively small pit. We have a guy wearing a black armor suit, and Zidane, who's kind of his son. Also, by the way, note the fact that up until this point, it's kind of been displayed that the genomes may or may not be entirely genderless, which I like. Because then that makes Zidane or totally awesome, genderless protagonist, which I appreciate that.
And what if I am?
Zidane, then you're going down. But first, you're gonna tell me everything. Like, why did I grow up on Gaia? And why do you want to destroy it?
I have no intention of destroying Gaia, silly child. I only wish to make Gaia into Terra. We have the technology, we just want to make it smaller.
Wait, slow down. Besides the Iron Man references, what the hell did you just say?
Of course. Not everything went as planned. You growing up on Gaia, for example. There is another one built as you were. He may be the one who threw a wrench into my gears. My metal gears.
A weapon to surpass Terra? He? Who the heck are you talking
About Zidane, there's only one other mystical character in this game.
Someone you know quite well.
Steiner? Was it Steiner? Was it Amaranth? Oh my god, I can't believe it was Amaranth all along.
It's Kuja. It is clearly Kuja, Zidane.
I can see that I did not give you enough points to your intelligence stat.
Follow me. The time when the aura of Gaia will turn to the crimson glow of Terra has not yet come. There may or may not have been a comma there somewhere, but the translation team forgot about it.
Okay.
I may need your help. Anyway.
Oh. I'm gonna go the other way. Mostly out of principle.
Oh.
Alright, well that's real. Thank you for those 2 screens, game.
Now I want to make a point about Garland, and I don't know if I
Pandemonium?
I don't know if I made this super bloody clear. And maybe for you it's not anywhere near as exciting, but this is fun for me and exciting for me because this guy is the antagonist of the first Final Fantasy game. And this game kind of fleshes him out and explains what the hell he was trying to do. And maybe it will explain the entire time paradox, because Final Fantasy 1 is a really silly game when you get to the very last act. I say act, it's the most simple game there has ever been though. Like, if anybody goes back and tries to play Final Fantasy 1, it's fun. Have a guide, play the PSP version because it fixes a lot of the problems, and you will realize how this game was basically the inspiration to a lot of other RPGs because it's so simple. It's so simple compared to what we have today, because clearly there has been evolution and development within the genre. Anyhow.
Stop!
Oh. Also, if you have the ability to teleport, like Garland, wouldn't you just teleport everywhere?
Now, tell me everything!
I constructed the genomes to be vessels for the souls of the people of Terra when they awaken.
Don't all of these look like Pokemon fossils to you?
But 24 years ago, I gave life to a genome that was very much like you. His will was too strong to make him into a proper vessel, and even I considered discarding him. But then, I thought that I should put his strength to use. I sent that genome as my servant to disrupt the cycle of souls on Gaia.
Yeah, so tell me who he is already.
I like that Zidane is just like,
Yeah, sure, old man. How about you just explain the plot already?
Do you not yet know? You and he are so much alike.
Alike? I've never met anyone like me.
You judge only by appearances. I mean someone with a soul similar to yours.
We all don't have the ability to look at the soul, Garland.
oh, I'm gonna stop right here. I was gonna make a Dark Souls joke.
Garland, the first who gazed into the nature of the soul.
You could fit Dark Souls into this plot somewhere.
The one I sent to Gaia might also be called your brother.
Liquid Snake, no!
And his name is Kuja.
Kuja? He's a genome? Impossible! He doesn't even have a tail!
That's a silly thing to say, but entirely understandable from his point of view.
He's only hiding it. He denies his own identity. He rejects the meaning of his existence and tries to assert his own individuality.
God. When you say it like that, Kuja sounds way cooler as a character.
Don't you see the resemblance?
Shut up! I'm not like him at all!
That's the best part of teleporting. It's just like, whoops! Nope, screw you. You don't get to touch me. Personal space, please, said Garland.
He said the same thing when speaking about the other genomes. I am not like these guys.
Kuja boldly claims, I'm not like the other guys. Yeah, Kuja is our manic pixie boy character.
His ambition was unbecoming of a genome, but it was perfect for the mission I gave him. To bring war and chaos to Gaia. That was what I sent him to do.
Okay, pause. Because when people die, their souls are released back into the live stream, and then more fuel for your terraforming machine thing, right? Ha! Terraforming! Where's my knee? That's clever. This game is too smart. I'm not gonna lie to you. Generally, I have issues with characters that are just like, they like chaos. I don't believe that for 2 seconds. But chaos for a reason. I send them to your planet to cause a bunch of messes and wars and destructions to release souls back to the live stream. It makes sense. I like that. I think from Kuja's point of view, I see him as a... This strengthens Kuja's character. We know nothing of Garland yet, but this strengthens Kuja's character even more so, because he wasn't even doing it for his own benefit, he was following orders. Interesting.
To induce an unnaturally chaotic flow.
So then, what?
The disruption of the flow of souls is best brought about by war. War never changes.
War has changed.
And what he did do for me far exceeded my greatest expectations.
So, you kinda like this kid? Cause you've been kinda boasting about him for like the past 20 minutes.
Thank you for giving me the control to jump over that barrier.
What about me? How did I end up on Gaia?
When you received the gift of life in Bran Ball, Kuja could not bear it. He could not bear to see a genome with more power than his own. He felt threatened. Kuja discarded you. He dropped you onto Gaia, the world he would soon destroy.
So, I was to be your slave, just like Kuja, to start a war on Gaia?
That is correct. Here, a golden star in your forehead, little genome. I did not expect Kuja to abandon you, but I believed it was his nature. And to him, bringing war to Gaia would prove his victory over you. Perhaps it is because of his desire to justify his existence that he let you live as well.
So, that is why the blood of thousands had to be spilled? For a game?
Are you referring to Kuja's ambition? Or to our plan to disrupt the cycle of souls?
That's a good point. It's like,
this is really why this happened? Why so many people had to die?
You mean for Kuja to prove that he's better than you, and better than any other genome, and worthy of having been given the gift of life? Or for my evil plan?
I like that. There's 2 layers to that. It kind of like a Venn diagram of reasons. We can do it for our plan, we can do it for Kuja's thing, and then Garland is in the middle like, I like this mess, I win either way.
Both! And what exactly did you gain by disrupting the cycle of souls, or whatever?
By the way, props to the game, and here's a writing tip. The timer's about to go off. Okay, there's like a minute left. in writing, some people may think that it's annoying. They're using the exact same term to explain cycle of souls and disruption. To solidify, this is the thing that it's called, and we're gonna explain to you how it works. As opposed to using various terms that all mean the same thing.
We must sort the souls. I want to disrupt Gaia's cycle and drain its souls, filling the void with the souls of Terra. To speed the recovery of souls is to speed the work as a whole, thus, war. And in time, Gaia's souls are gone, and Gaia becomes Terra.
Are all these pots like souls? Or like, I guess, they're basically Pokeballs. Welcome back to Max tries to make everything a Pokemon joke.
But how?
You saw it with your own eyes. You saw the Aoife tree and the mist it emits. The role of the Aoife tree is that of a soul divider. The mist you see comprises the stagnant souls of Gaia.
Are you then saying that the monsters we fight are the stagnant souls of Gaia?
Oh, yeah, but we stopped the mist, so much for that, huh?
All you saw was the back of the Aoife tree. Even now, the Aoife tree blocks the flow of Gaia's souls, while it lets those of Terra flow freely. Come and see for yourself. See the true form of this planet.
Okay, this is getting really exciting, but we'll have to see where this goes on the next episode of Max Plays Final Fantasy IX. Thank you for watching, thank you for spending a little bit of your day with me, and I'll be seeing you, and where this story goes, on the next one.